And we are back checking in live off of our morning show. And we're actually going live a little later in today, as this week is all jacked up for traveling purposes. And I know I've talked to a decent amount of my clients and just other peers and stuff about trying to balance work. We've gone over tips and tricks on that on the show. However, and to try and help with that just a little bit more to make sure that we're getting out, we're traveling, we're having fun. But as many of us know, when you're in the first couple years of business, these are the foundation grounds, gaining roots and relationships on how to exactly get going and build a client base. Most importantly, building a referral base for any business nowadays is crucial for with having competition and all these automated systems, as we're going to go into here very shortly. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start off with saying that it's we're 12 weeks in to doing this show every single weekday, trying to send messages to inspire and the base brand of this business, something that we should all be able to recite and say. It's like, okay, what do you do? And although it's a little harder to talk about life coaching and everyday conversations, because you don't want to be that guy, talk to me and I'll change your life and this and that. And so trying to find humble ways and humble grounds to go about this can be difficult. So, say if you are in the coaching space or you have your own base, if I were to ask you, okay, what it is that you do, and then trying to come up with a short but elaborate answer, I stick with I help people build a relationship with themselves so they can have a real relationship with the people they care about most. And we know that, and although the service is by far the hardest thing I've ever had to sell in business and in career, it's also by a landslide the most fulfilling. So it's like it seems like there's always this trade-off. A trade-off with loving what you do, how much you get paid for it, how easy is it to operate, and it's it's definitely hard to help people, because I would argue everyone could benefit from going through a series of steps, trainings, and being in a safe one-on-one environment to really figure out what it is that you want to do, what the hell it is you value, where is this going, are the people in your life, do they have similar values to you? Do you and your spouse, your partner, your friends, do they need to just do something as simple as writing out your values to make sure they're in alignment? And if they're not being surprised that you butt heads a lot, or say, for example, getting to the point to now it's I don't need to go to the bar and get really fucked up to have a good time anymore, versus more like outdoor nature space and going to national parks is more my jive when I do have time off of work. So just creating that clarity and awareness can be very detrimental and important. And again, we all have our own people are a lot of the things are pretty similar, but our details and our values and the things that we feel for ourselves is completely isolated to us. And that's why I'm so passionate about the one-on-one aspect, because I get a lot of outside influence, do groups, do group coaching, do groups, and I just simply haven't found the same result as working with someone one on one. So if that ever does interest you, please, you can always go over to talktotanner.com and check out a free coaching consultation to see if improving a relationship with yourself is something that would be beneficial for the people you care about most. With that saying, knowing your own in your own situation, as with this show, we're always trying to give it's essentially just you watch it, think of your own position and like, okay, because again, these topics, these tools that we'll go over here shortly, you might not even have rental properties or be in that space, but just getting the neurons firing away in your head of, okay, what can I do to systematize to kind of create more ease for myself so I can focus on the high money making tasks and I can have the freedom and flexibility to travel, to go out and get those cool experiences to help enhance myself, improve a relationship with myself. So thinking on your own terms of what it is that you do, how do you want to say that, and just go ahead and practice. And don't worry about talking to yourself. It's actually pretty healthy to talk to yourself and just get things out. We're verbal creatures, social creatures. So even just telling a few of your friends and family, practicing your business pitches, or if you want to practice with me, you can always sign up for a free session. And I'd love to help out in any way I can. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to jump on to 2 systems. And again, think in your own position of maybe your business, you're self-employed, the things that you handle and you direct, and maybe some other tools and traits that you just want to make life easier. And then additionally, if these wouldn't be any help to you, just getting that idea flowing. And Mother Google is a powerful search engine. So if you have a problem, you can search, and I can guarantee there's 1,000 companies or people who want to jump right on top to try and help you and make your life easier, create that win-win relationship. Okay, let's share the screen. So this first one we're going to talk about is Streamyard. Got something in my throat. Makes doing the show really fun. Shoot. Excuse me. So Streamyard is a tool that I use to stream all of my broadcasts. As you can kind of see, you can create these up and coming posts. You can do a pre-recorded video, which is pretty cool. So you can record a video like I'm going to do today, and then it'll automatically post tomorrow morning. And you can automatically set up pre-posts for promotions or things along that line. I don't use this tool to the best extent, but I definitely even, I think I pay $15 a month for it, for the basic package, where you can stream to multiple things like Facebook and YouTube are the 2 predominant ones I like to use. And then there's other social media outlets as well. So videos, the next greatest thing I love about this thing is just as a creator, you want to try and store up content, because I've come to realize it is a real pain in the ass to do this every single day to sorry. It's a real pain in the butt to do this every single day, and then coming up with an idea, doing a video. So if you can somehow create large amounts of content, or you can reference old content, we're at the 12-week mark. So I can go back and look over ideas that I've done. These are all videos just kind of from the show that we've been doing. But as we're going through, we kind of see we can all store it in one place, and then as you want, you can select them all, and then I can just download it to my computer as well. Huge bonus. Wow, I cannot take this. I need to go get a drink of water. This energy drink is not doing it for me. Let me end that real quick. All right. Well, tune in. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in about 1 minute. Wowza, I could barely speak or talk. Just one of the things about going live, I guess, would be a fun learning tip is, make sure you got water or something around you, not just an energy drink. That doesn't help clear your throat, but big water bottle. It's my girlfriend's. I'm tough. I'm manly, right? All right. All jokes aside, coming back to it, let's go look at this other. I'm going to screen share. Screen share. Go to this. And then the other software I want to talk about, it's called Rent Ready. And one of my business partners uses this to help upload, help with management software, payment information, uploading utility bills to try and just streamline it a little bit. There's so many services nowadays with rental properties and this and that. You can actually manage a lot of this from afar. And now I'm at 14 units, rental units that I own. So I'm getting a lot of payments from different people. And something that I've learned just from personal experiences, it's really easy to push this kind of stuff off. But I'm telling you, it saves you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and just the mobile deposits, just picking up checks and then putting them back, or going up to that rental house and getting it from people, because people never have the money at the same time. That was such a pain in the butt. And just figuring these out. So point being back to figuring out these systems so I can go and travel. As my girlfriend and I, we leave for Denver tomorrow, and it's the 1st, and people usually pay around like the 3rd to the 5th day of the month. So I won't be here. So having these systems, these automatic payment systems where they put it in, it automatically goes into the account. And then I set 10 days later, after that rent collection, my payment for utilities and all that other good stuff that goes into owning rental properties. But you can sign up for this one. I think it's like $1 for the first 6 months. So even if you wanted to just try it, pretty good. Okay. Well, those are just a couple systems. And I want to check in today to kind of remind ourselves to not beat ourselves up as we're learning the process of being self-employed. We're getting into these businesses. We're trying to gain ground on it. Make sure we're focusing on the accomplishments, giving yourself a nice pat on the back as you're putting these things together. You're trying to take effort. And remember, you don't need to work all the time. There needs to be a good balance. When you're working, you need to be focused and really be working, but then also setting up those times and those breaks of not getting in between to go refresh and go have some fun as well, as we'll be doing some fun work stuff with some relationships I built within the Denver area for coaching. And then additionally, we'll be able close to the mountains, and we're going to have a good time going hiking, kayaking, and all that fun stuff we love to do out west. So that is it for me today. This wraps up day 60, 12 weeks into this. And we're just going to keep doing this until we've reached our goals at our coaching platform, our real estate company, until these 2 companies are fully sustainable and they've grown up and they've blown up and we've been able to have a fun development process with that. We're gonna keep staying on the path. We're gonna keep going. We're not gonna beat the shit out of ourselves because we're not millionaires right this second. But we're gonna keep chipping away, and most importantly, improving our skill set from these experiences, these learning, these hiccups, such as me posting the show 2 afternoons in a row when it deliberately is a morning show to help people get up and take advantage of the day. I'm right here learning along with you. And I'm not going to say I'm perfect, because I'm not. There's many of things that I'm not perfect with, but I'd argue neither are you. And this is a chip away journey. We're staying on the path, making sure having those right goals as along with it, not making the goals the destination, but just points of celebration along on this fun journey that we get to embark on in a beautiful country such as this one. So I'm really excited. Day 60, 12 weeks. Keep chipping away, everyone. We got this. We're going to keep figuring out ways of putting in those systems to make our lives easier, having that nice brand pitch of what it is that you do. I'm a life coach, and I help you create a stronger relationship with yourself so you can have a real relationship with the people you love and care most about. Let's do this together. I'm excited. And if you know anyone who could benefit from some coaching, please direct them over to talktotanner.com, where they can sign up for a free coaching session and we can help improve that personal relationship with them today. Thanks, y'all. Day 60. I'm out. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning with a nice pre-recorded episode, as I will be boarding a flight out west to Denver, Colorado. Excited. T-Dog out. Have a great day, everyone. Stay on it. You got this.